What is going on, everyone? My name is Joker and welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Anime Adventures. Now this of course strays away from the usual YBA content that I do. However, today I just wanted to make a video on this game. Honestly, I'm kind of bored, but I wanted to get back into content creation, and I was just like, well, what's the game that I've been playing basically every single day instead of YBA? And it's none other than this game. Now Anime Adventures I started playing a couple months back, so today I decided to do, I guess, kind of like a account review, just give a bit of like context to when I started, where I am now, and yeah, just basically flex my account, because I will have to say, you know, I do have a bit more than the usual what's it called, anime. I do have a bit more than the usual Anime Adventures player. So yeah, this title and the thumbnail probably gonna be extremely clickbait, but without further ado, let's get right into it. So here is the account. I started playing during the Easter event. However, I don't have any of the Easter units because I just opened the game and I did like Planet Namek and AOT story mode, and then I just dropped it completely. So I didn't actually get into the game until the Witch Hunt event, where as you can see, I obtained one of 2 Homeras that I got. So this one was obtained Monday, July 10th. She has S-SS. You'll see this a lot throughout the account, but I absolutely love grinding for S units. Mainly just because they look nice with like the border. I especially love SS units. I do have a couple. I don't think I can find any right at the top. I do want to say I am mainly free to play, so some of these traits might come off as like, oh, you're pay to win. No, I've gotten most of these just through luck, through sheer luck. As you can see, there is a shiny Smoker right here. This is the first time I bought the battle pass, which was 2 updates ago, with Smoker, and I forget who else was in the battle pass. So although I do say that's what I'm saying, I'm mostly free to play, because you know, I'm not throwing out money every single update. I will say though, if you're someone who's hesitant on buying the battle pass, it is worth it. So you get, I think, like 44-ish trait rerolls, and you get a couple like 1,000 gems, the shiny units, which of course you can remove the shiny and then sacrifice for stats. Why are none of my units loading in? So I have a decent amount of rare shinies. I just like collecting these for some reason. I have a Joe Kujo. This guy carried me through my story progression, so I kept them around. Inosuke as well. Grimjaw. No Baba! Bro, this No Baba actually went kind of crazy. Like, this No Baba carried me all the way through Hero City, I think. And then I reached a point where I was like, man, I gotta get a new hill unit. So the current hill unit, Fuji, that I have in my account is the one I'm using right now. So what do I have? I have done a bit of trading. So I have Oshi that's tradable. I have a Mammy that I never evolved. Recently traded. I'm actually going to show you guys the trade that I made recently towards the end of this video. It was kind of crazy. I traded Poseidon for a couple of units that you'll see in my account. Some of these aren't mine. Just wanted to point that out. I have Smoker from the Battle Pass. Here we have Kizume, got a dupe from the summer event, and I do have his Evo item, so that's good. So that increases his trading value. Kira with Reaper. Reaper's not great, but we take what we can get. I haven't managed to evolve any of the JoJo units. I am aiming to evolve Koichi, who I got God on, and he has pretty decent stats. A+A+A is not bad for a hybrid slow unit. I do have the kills on him, so I'm just trying to grind the items. We have Conrad here. I kind of like Conrad's attack animations, and apparently he's meta, but I'm not too sure about evolving him, so he's just kind of been sitting in my account. Usopp. Now Usopp, I sacrificed another unit to get this guy, but I got S-, A+, S stats before Evo, so I am so excited to grind for the puppet fruits, especially now that you need 12 instead of 40 to evolve the One Piece units. So when this Usopp evolves, I'm so excited, and I'm gonna try to roll for at least Divine or Celestial on him. We have a bit of the Overlord update. I am working on getting Eins. I have sacrificed 1 of 3. I'm currently working on getting the what are they called? The rings. Albedo I am planning on keeping because Albedo's a pretty decent ground. Here's the thing that you'll notice in my account. I have a lot of dupes The reason I have this is because I like collecting. Bambietta is a unit that a lot of people have traded away, but I am not going to trade her away, and I have a lot of units that I won't trade away simply because I just love the collecting aspect of this game. Here's the dupe saber that I have. I have one in my inventory right now with the Halloween outfit on, but I'm grinding this one up because the A stat is better and has S SPA, which I rolled by sheer luck. As well as Asuna. Absolute garbage damage and range, but she has S and SPA, so I'm gonna evo both of these guys. Here we have Bell. I really don't care about Bell. He's not that great. And here is the very first shiny that I ever pulled on this account. I pulled this not too long ago, Deku Black Whip. Now, Deku isn't that great. He's a bit of an outdated unit, but he does have a pretty decent shiny. I do like the gray, kind of like comic book-esque outfit. I do have the kills on him, and I am currently grinding more worthiness to reroll to at least all A+. Kind of hoping for good stats, especially because he's my first shiny, so I want to get something good. Tuna from the last battle pass, I haven't evolved him. I have another Asuna, Golden Friezo, I'm working on evolving, and just rerolling, mainly for stats, but I do want at least one Evo Golden Friezo in my account. Another Usopp, another Evil Eye. These two I'm planning on sacrificing. Naruto. Now, I have not played a lot of this Naruto update. To be honest, I don't care about Naruto. Maybe I'll aim to like grind for pain, just for the collection. Jiraiya seems pretty cool, and he's limited, so I'm gonna collect some of him, just like Heathcliff, because he might be worth a lot. He's a pretty decent slow unit. Sasuke Eternal is the best DPS unit in the game right now, so I'm also gonna grind for him. But yeah, besides that, I only have Naruto right now, so not a lot in my inventory to show off for Naruto wise. Chico, I just recently got from the battle pass. I'm currently at 37, so we're making some decent progression. Izu, I'm currently evolving, or working on evolving, just to get that extra boost in the portals. I do have Dazai, and I have 2 shards for Dazai as well, so I'm trying to do that. Now Narbera, oh no. I almost sold Narbera. No one cares about Narbera, actually. I just noticed who's next to her. Unique Haze. This is the first unique unit on my account. I got this guy when the Cake Hunt event was going on. Same battle pass as Oshi. I never actually finished that battle pass. So the Oshi you saw earlier on was traded to me recently. But this was my first ever mythic. And I went to reroll him once because I just had found out, my friends had just told me the purpose of Star Remnant, and I rerolled him once and I got unique. This dude has hard carried my account for the longest time. He has garbage stats because when I evolved him, I didn't know anything about stats, but I absolutely love Unique Haze. People will shit on him, but I love him. Charmy, one of my first triple S units. Unfortunately, she has pretty decent stats for a kind of mid unit. She's a slow unit, so it's not good. Mash, I absolutely love Mashal. Had to evolve him, although his range is garbage. Why did I evolve him with B-? What? Oh, B+. That's tragic. What was I thinking? Levi, also one of my first mythics. Never used them though. Greed, Mammy, pretty garbage stats. I traded for this Mammy because I didn't have the Evo. Oh, excuse me, Evo item for Mammy. Also traded for this Haribo. Also kind of, but I don't have Haribo, so that's kind of cool. Gojo unfortunately has SS, an extremely mid unit, but he has such a good attack stat for no reason. A+ SPA is kind of tragic, but he already has fast SPA at his final upgrade. It's like 5.5, so it's not bad. I honestly wish they updated a lot of the older units, like the Black Clover units, for the reason I'll show you now. Yamo with SSS. I absolutely love Black Clover, and I rolled SSS accidentally on this Yami, and I refuse to sacrifice him just because I love Black Clover. So there's that. We have Chad, Tengen, my first hybrid unit. Not bad. Godspeed, pretty mid stats. Kind of wish the damage was a bit higher. Tatsumaki Tornado, decent support unit. I have Yuno. I absolutely love the design for Yuno in Spirit Break form, or at least partial Spirit Break. If you watch Black Clover, you'll know. Shigaraki, also another unit with really good stats. S-, SSSS. It's really stupid how some of the units that I barely ever use have great stats. Kirito, on the other hand, a main attacker on my team, SSS SA+. I actually really like Kirito. Pretty decent damage, good SPA. Aizen, I'm working on evolving right now, also has SS, S and S+. I learned a little too late that it's not worth sacrificing units to Aizen, but I'm already this far. I might as well just grind the worthy souls for him. He's not that great, as you can see. Level 92, 2700 placement damage is tragic. Asta has actually pretty decent stats. S+, A+. I absolutely love this design, especially with the Demon Dweller behind. I don't know what this sword actually is. I am ashamed to the Black Clover fandom. But yeah. Kizume, unfortunately, also has good stats. I don't care about this guy. Kisei, I evolved this guy just for the stat cubes. He's also not mine. Smoker is a pretty good air unit. I evolved him also for the stat cubes. At this point, I'm just describing every fucking unit I have. Guts, golden Guts. Now, the only reason I actually evoed Guts was for the Halloween event, because I knew he had a skin. However, much like Hayes, I rerolled him once and I got golden. And I was like, well, might as well just go for the Evo. And that's why we're here. Oshi, I actually recently pulled for my own Oshi from Banner because I didn't have her. So yeah, I also got her for the Halloween event, although I don't use her. Law, amazing support unit. I had SS range. No, I had S+ range before Evo, became SS. That's the only real reason I went for Law. I also love the fucking cosmetic. As you can see, I'm wearing it right now. This cosmetic is so sick. So, just had to get it. Pucci, mid support unit. Avdol also actually has really good stats. I do like JoJo, so I was okay. I'm not gonna sacrifice Avdol for that reason. Pride. I am so mad with this Pride. So I learned that Pride recently got buffed with Griffith because before the update, Sunshine damage would not stack with Griffith's buff. So Pride was kind of like pathetic. He wasn't getting that exponential damage that he was usually getting, because if you don't know how Pride works, he has a mechanic in his final evolution, Pride the One, called Sunshine, where for every wave that Pride is on the field, he'll gain extra damage. And the longer he's out, of course, the more damage he'll get. I don't know the boost, or like the damage boost that he gets per wave, but it's really good. And I decided to evolve Pride because I was just like, oh, well, you know, I have him in my inventory and he got buffed, so I might as well get one of the older units that looks pretty sick. And I unfortunately made the mistake of evolving before going for A+, and after evolution, his stats didn't change at all, which is unfortunate. The only reason I evolved is because he had the S in SPA. Julius, really good for just getting stat cubes, super easy to evo. Gas, this guy had good stats, but his range and SPA didn't go up at all, so this guy's just trade fodder. Same with Sushi. Had good stats, and none of them except for range went up, which I'm genuinely pissed about because he's a pretty decent unit. Sukuna, another unit whose what's it called? Whose stats didn't go up. I got fucking what's it called? I got denied 3 times. Didn't even get an S-, but he has SSS SPA, and I actually kind of like the Sukuna model. So I'm not gonna get rid of him. Shisu recently got in a trade. This is one of my extra Poseidons from the Halloween event. I mean, the summer event. I am planning on re-rolling better stats for him and keeping him because I traded my last Poseidon away for Rohan. Rohan was a unit that I was grinding for like crazy before the what was it called? The recent update came out for the Naruto village. I didn't get him, so I traded a Poseidon for Rohan, and I'm absolutely excited because I think his ability is sick. If you don't know how it works, essentially he applies a random debuff on enemies every few attacks. So yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Shisu Flicker was another unit that I got in the trade for my Poseidon. Don't really care about him. He's trade fodder. Trade father? What the fuck am I saying? Homura! Homura is a viable asset to my team. I will never trade her away despite her value. I absolutely love this unit. My first secret unit too. Daki, got her in the trade for Poseidon. She's kind of weak. Honestly, I'm hoping to trade for an unevo Daki. Flamingo, or Doflamingo. Also traded for this guy. Kind of regret it because I traded an unevo Homura, and seeing as how high her value is now, I mean, initially when Doflamingo first became tradable, I was like, all right, I'll take it. But thinking about it now, I could have traded way more for that unevo Homura. So yeah, and the stats are kind of mid too. And lastly, we've gotten to the current team. Dazai no longer human. I got this guy only because I pulled 3 secret shards back to back. So I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna go for the full portal. This guy's actually really sick. His ability is super handy. It removes the traits of enemies. So it removes shield enemies, it removes regen enemies, flying enemies, turns them into grounded enemies. So yeah, he's super handy, and he's definitely gonna have a lot of value. I currently have another 2 portal shards in my bag. I'll go through the bag in a little. Actually, I'll just go through the bag now. I have a decent amount of stuff. See, the Overlord Awakening is 1 out of 3. Sukuna Finger, the Hogyoku is right here for Aizen. Working on getting the Frieza stuff. A ton of Curse Room stuff, keys, because I was doing Infinite for the Rikugan Eyes for Gojo. As you can see, I have 2 spares. Kizume's extra Evo item. Poseidon's is up here. I have a ton of discs just for grinding from grinding Poochie. Unfortunately, I didn't get the last 2 Dragon Balls that I needed during the event while it was still active, so that's still there. Evo items for Deku, Evo items for Overlord people, leftovers from Asta. I'm trying to get unique Founding Titan Eren, so that's why there's some past shards here. Some relic items here. Yeah, honestly, there's not much to go through in the bag. There's like nothing fucking special in here. In terms of skins, you can see here I have some of my summer skins if they would load in. Pride, Hawks, what's her name? Danny? I don't know her actual like anime name. She's from Deadly Sin, that's all I know. So we have Escanor, Hawks, Oshi, Kirito, Tatsumaki, Narbarrel, Gilgamesh. These are the Halloween ones. We have Frieza, Metal Knight, and Guts. I do have 2 Guts. I don't have a use for them. In terms of relics, I accidentally crafted this thing, the Steel Shiv, so now I'm stuck with it. It's on Heathcliff though, so I guess that'll help. Portals is nothing special, just a bunch of like random portals down here. I have puppet portals, I have eclipse portals, some alien. I only have 1 alien, and some of the demon leaders. From when I was trying to get Merlin, because I was playing when Merlin was out, and Piccolo too, actually. I have no gifts. Where are all my stars? What the fuck? Oh well. Anyways, let's buy this thing. I need another star. And now let's get into the team. So Lancer, just evolved him just for fate, for the fun of it. Fuji, my first actual useful mythic hill unit. I'm still using this guy because I fucking love Fuji. I actually have never watched One Piece. I know his name is Fujitora. I'm gonna get shit on for never watching One Piece, but this guy just looks sick. I don't know. Saber got, what's it called? I got denied with the damage stat, so that's unfortunate. And my pride and joy, unique Heathcliff. Got this guy, I think a couple days before Heathcliff went unobtainable. And I pulled unique on him in 2 rolls, so I'm quite happy with that. He does 1.4 million damage without buff, 2.8 with or win, and then I think it stacks with Griffith too. I don't know the exact number. I'm not trying to math right now, but he has S+, A+, S. I did kind of want faster SPA, but as you can see here, he's cursed. Less range. He already has a decent amount of range for better SPA, and plus the unique SPA buff. I just decided to, you know what, let's curse it, and that's it, instead of trying to transfer any stats. I'm just rambling at this point. So yeah, there we go. That was my 20-minute what's it called, Anime Adventures account guide or whatever, of account tour. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just fucking talking. But yeah, this is it. Do you want to see more Anime Adventure stuff? If you do, please let me know. And with that out of the way, I'll see you all in the next one, and hopefully with more new content. So yeah, bye.